Hello, this is Jamie Shanks at Sales for Life, and I notice a lot of entrepreneurs or solopreneurs are always asking themselves, well, I'm not really a sales professional. I make a widget. I provide this fantastic service, but what I'm really not is a sales professional. I want you to ask yourself, is that true? Ultimately, the business would not exist if you can't sell. As great as your product and service might be, you must be able to sell that product and service for it to grow into the beast, the opportunity, the amazing thing that you really want it to be. I want you to buy this book. I found it fantastic. I use audiobooks, so I listened to it a few months ago, and it's Daniel Pink's To Sell is Human, and it really paints the picture that while you may not feel that you're a sales professional, inherently within you and part of your day-to-day operations, whether you're selling ideas internally, selling them to venture capital companies, selling that to your first client, whatever it is you sell in your day-to-day life. I'm going to actually show you a tool that's going to be able to help you out in that sales process. It's actually called, right here, called StoryQuest. And we've partnered with StoryQuest now for about a year, and we use it in a variety of different ways. You can use this to kickstart conversations with people. This happens to be an example of us using it to promote post-webinar or post-demo what we talked about. So I'll give you the backstory. For us, when we're presenting our services to a VP of sales or a VP of sales enablement, what ends up happening is there's maybe only one or two decision makers in the room amongst 4 or 5 total decision makers that make up the buying committee. Unfortunately, the others couldn't be in the room. So by using this digital postcard system, it allows the people that were in our presentation room to quickly share our ideas amongst their sales team and to get a better sense as to why, what, how, and the value of why they need to use us. Now you can use these digital postcards to introduce yourself. Let me press play and so you have an understanding of what I mean.
This is Jamie Shanks at Sales for Life, and I wanted to introduce you to our digital postcard. On the left-hand side, you're going to see some information about our fantastic social selling training.
Now in this particular slide deck, you could be including further videos as an example, and they can download to catch the entire presentation. We have references and testimonials. It can drive to all kinds of different pages. And so the purpose of this, even though you don't feel that you're a sales professional, you can leverage tools like this to be able to introduce yourself to new prospects and buyers. You could kickstart conversations. And it's dead simple because, as an example, I can share this information. And when I share this information, instead of sharing it to updates, which is my first degree connection, or to groups, I can share it to an individual. And I can share it to an individual in different capacities. One could be people in my first degree connections. I could find their name in LinkedIn and it will populate that person and share that information. Or what I can also do is I can put in anybody's email address. And so now it allows me to email information to people that I don't know. They're not a first degree connection. But now I can share this information with them, kickstarting a conversation. So you don't need to be that aggressive cold caller or the salesperson you think you need to be. You can leverage some great stories and ideas through a tool like this and let the video and let the content teach people on your behalf. And it makes a much easier conversation. This is going to be a great way for you who think you're not a sales professional to start sales conversations.